Hi everyone. So in this project, we have been asked to demonstrate or create an examination portal, which will have the following properties. It will have the candidate login feature. After that, after the candidate registration is complete or successful, the candidate can update his or her profile. After that, he can take the test by selecting options, which will be available there. And it is going to be a time test. That is, there is going to be a provision for time test. It can be 60 minutes, 60 seconds, or it can be 120 minutes for 2 hours. Like this, we can set that in our hand. After that, there will be the automatic logout system. Once the test is complete or the time is out while giving the test, the system will automatically log out. Okay, now let's see what are the classes we have in this project. This project consists of mainly three classes: the candidate class, the portal class, and the main class. The candidate class has the properties like the candidate name, the roll number, the obtained marks of the candidate, the number of correct responses, and the number of incorrect responses. Okay. Apart from this, the candidate class will also consist of a test ID, which is the unique test ID for a candidate. And the test ID will be generated by the system each time a candidate profile is created. Okay. After that, the candidate class consists of the create user profile or create user method, which is used for creating or registering a particular candidate into the portal system. After that, there is also the update profile function, which allows the candidate to update his or her profile, to change his name, to change his roll number. But the thing to keep in mind is that this update profile does not give the provision to change the test ID, because the test ID is going to be unique for every candidate. Okay. After that, we have the portal class. The portal class is the main class, you can say, which allows the user to take the test. It consists of three functions. One is login, one is the run test, one is the evaluate test. In login, the user will have to enter his test ID, and the test ID will be matched with the available test IDs in the system, which the system has generated so far. After that, the credential will be matched with the test ID, that whether the roll number and the entered roll number is matching or not. If both are matching, then the password will be matched. And after that, finally, the run test function will be called or executed. In run test, the test happens, and it is going to be a timed test, because tests are usually timed. We know that. And there is also the provision that once the test is taking, or once the candidate is taking the test, and the answer which he is writing will be stored in form of a text file. There is also a provision for this. And after that, we have the evaluate marks, which will show us the marks after the candidate has successfully given the test. It will show the number of correct responses and the incorrect responses, and also display the obtained marks. Now, how this evaluate marks is working, I will say a bit about that. We can see that once the run test function is being executed, a file is being generated in the name of the user. That is the answer.txt underscore the test ID of the user. That is the responses which the user is giving to the test. It is being stored in a separate test file. This test file is being compared to a original answer key text file. If the match is found, then the marks is incrementing. If no match is found, then the no marks will be deducted, or if we want, we can also modify them. Okay. So in this way, the evaluate marks function is working. Okay. After that, there is the main class which controls everything. The main class first allows the user to be registered. That is the number of candidates to be registered in the portal. After that, if any candidate wants to update his or her profile, the candidate can do that. After that, if the registration is complete, the main class creates an instance of the portal class and allows the user or the candidate to take the test accordingly. After that, once the test is completed for all the candidates, the main class also displays the marks obtained by the candidate so far while giving the test. Okay, so that's all about the project structure, you can say. Now we will see the code, and let's go to our IDE now. So if we go to our IDE, here we are in our IDE. This is the candidate class, which I was saying. It has the name, roll number, password, obtained marks, incorrect, number of incorrect, and the test ID, which is going to be a static because it is going to be unique for every user. And this is the create user, which is completing the registration of the candidate in the portal. And there is the update profile. If any candidate wants to update his or her credential, he can do that. There is the portal class over, you can see, which allows us to log in with the credentials. If the credentials are matched, then we can begin the test. So begin test is done by the run test function. Okay, here we can see that it is a timed test. There is a provision of the time test, and here we can adjust a time. So 16 to 1000 means 60 seconds, or you can say 1 minute, because this date class is taking in milliseconds. I'm sorry. So it will be 60 into 1000, which will give me 60 seconds. Okay, and we can see that there is a file name question.txt. So what is happening here is the run test function is reading every line from that question.txt file, and every line is a question. And after reading every line, it is prompting the user to give any answer. And once the user writes any answer, that answer is written in another text file. You will see that, as you can see, that it is prompting for the user to give the answer. And after the answer is given, another file name, okay, and another file name is being generated with this line. And after that, it is being written into this line, and the text file is generated separately for the user, because it is going to be the unique answer key for that specific user. So what is happening in the next function, that is the evaluate marks, is happening that we are giving the original answer key, which is consisting of all the correct responses. Okay, and we are comparing it with the user's responses that is stored in the text file separately that we made just now. And we can see if the answers are matching with the original answer key, then the marks is increasing by +1. We can also change it as per our need, and the correct responses is also increasing. And if the match is not found, then the incorrect responses is increasing. Okay, and so these are the interface based, and this is the main class, which is first creating the candidates or registering the candidates. After that, it is asking if we want to update the information about any candidate or not. And at the end, we are going to the test portal. We are giving the test, and at last, it is displaying the scores of all the candidates who have appeared for the test. So now we will just compile it. We will go to the directory and we will compile it. And once we compile it, we will see if our program is working correctly or not. So we are in our directory and we will compile it like this: jvsc main.java. After that, my compilation is over. We will run the program while java main. So it is asking us how many candidates we want to register. So let us give, for our this case, 2 candidates we want to register. So it is asking for the name of the candidate. I will enter the details quickly. I'm giving my name. Okay. After that, is asking for the roll number. So let us give my roll number. It's asking for us to give a unique password for us. So it is showing that the registration is complete, and it is giving us this test ID 111. After that, it is asking the details of another user. Let me give a random name. It is asking for the roll number. Okay, this is my friend's roll number, and it is asking for the password. Let's give it quickly, and it is generating the test ID, that is 1112. After this, we will enter into the test portal. Okay, so it is asking if we want to update the details of any user. At this point of time, we are not interested into this, so we will write N and press enter. So we are into the test portal, and we will give the test ID if we want to begin the test. So my test ID was 1111, and I entered it. It is asking for the roll number. So my roll number was this, and it is asking for the password. Once the password is entered, we can see that the test has started at this time. Okay, and the test will time out at this time. Okay, so exactly 1 minute test. So let's answer the question which is being asked, that is the smallest unit of matter is atom. So let's answer it quickly. So true, this will be false, this will be true, this will be false again, this will be false again, this will be true, this will be false again, because battery stores chemical energy. This will be true. Okay, so I have made a typo over here. For this, my answer will be evaluated wrong. Okay, I hope you understand that. And this will be true again, and this will be false again. Okay, so once we press enter, we will see that it is showing that the test is completed for this user and the test ID was this, and it is asking us to press any key to continue. So we will press any key, and we can see that we have obtained marks 8, and we have made 8 correct answers and 2 incorrect responses. Okay, and it is saying us that we can press any key to log out. So yes, we want to continue to the test portal because I have my friend's ID also. So it was 1112. It is asking for the roll number 366, and it is asking for the password. After the password is given, the test has begun. So let's write the answers now. True, false, true, false. This will be false again. This will be true again. This will be false. I'm purposely giving this true. Okay, so that we can see if our test portal is working correctly or not. Okay, now we will wait for a few seconds and we will see if the test is automatically timing out after the time constant is filled. So we can see that here it is written that the test has begun at 2:30:24 seconds and it will time out at 2:31:24 seconds. So we will wait for a few seconds and we will see if the test is timing out on this, on meeting this condition, that is at 2:31:24 seconds the test will time out or not. Okay, so we can see that the seconds condition is already satisfied. So once we entered any response for that, okay, and we can see that the ninth and the 10th question is not coming and it is showing timeout and the test is completed for this user. Okay, so it is asking us if we can press any key to continue. So we can press, and it is showing that the obtained marks is 8, incorrect response is 0, and 2 questions were not shown because of the timeout thing. So we can say that the thing which we have done is all correct. The remaining 2 which we cannot do was because of timeout. So we can press any key, and this time we don't want to continue to the test portal. We will press N now, and we can see that the candidates with roll number this, candidate name this has obtained marks 8, and the other my friend is candidate name this, roll number this has obtained marks this. So this was about the examination portal system which I have designed using Java. So you can always add your contribution to it. It will be available to my GitHub profile. You can always modify this, and please comment down how you like to modify this code in the comment section below. So hope you like this.